Hello, welcome to my channel, Autumn and the Mage. This is a general reading in regards to love for Taurus. It is general, so it might not resonate for you. This week, I'm looking into the future. We're looking into the future. We're asking, what can Taurus expect in regards to love within the next 3 months at the outside, timeline, okay? Because I've been feeling like this is stuff that's going to happen quicker in the readings I've done so far. So 3 months at the outskirts. Okay. But I'm going to be using a lot of Oracle cards. This first one is called Wild Wisdom Australia. It has very pretty pictures. So the first card that we get for you, Taurus, is that called the Numbat? Listen to nature. That's interesting. Okay, let's see what else we get here. What can Taurus expect to see within the next 3 months in regards to love? What do they have coming towards them? What can they expect in regards to love and relationships within the next 3 months, please? Okay, so we got divine timing, okay, the green sea turtle, and we got evolve, the dragonfly. So there's really this listen to nature card. It talks about listening to yourself. We go out and we surround ourselves in nature, and that encouragement is so that you can pause and you can just listen. Okay. And that's a place where many people find it easier to hear themselves. Okay. And so that's what it's encouraging you to do, to listen to yourself. Both of these cards actually talk about balance to some degree, in creating balance in situations and in relationships. The divine timing card, and both of them also call for you to really explore your heart, really, really explore your emotions and feel all the feels, and have faith. Both of these cards here talk about having faith and having trust in what's happening. And excuse me, in this one, it's also saying be positive, because change is happening, but trust that that change is positive for you, because it is positive for you. Change is positive. It's something we fear. It's something we're afraid of. Maybe as a Taurus, it's really not something you're looking forward to. But it's definitely positive. Okay. So yeah, there's this message about self-reflection. Okay. And about, yeah, really listening to your emotions, really considering your emotions and thinking about them and trusting in the change that's happening, because something is changing here. Let's go ahead and pull some more, see what else we get for you, Taurus. Can you tell us more about what Taurus can expect in love? And that's so love. What a pretty card. I mean, that's excellent energy to come out. I mean, that would be like the equivalent of the Two of Cups or the Lover's card, That's love. It's a connection, Let's see here. Can I get 2 more cards? With the divine timing, though, that's a card of patience and knowing that things take time and allowing them the time that they need to happen. New beginnings, which ties also into that evolve, starting something fresh here. Can we get one more card for Taurus in regards to love? And this doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be a new love. It could mean that, that you're getting a fresh start with someone you're already connected with, possibly. I mean, take it how it resonates for you. But new beginnings, that just means that there's a freshness to things, and there's It really does feel like it's new beginning, though. There's something, really is something new happening for you in regards to love. Maybe with the exploration of your emotions, like you're seeing things differently, and that's opening doors for you. One thing that stands out to me often in readings is, well, well, just in life, with people in general, okay, the fact is, the truth is that someone could be pouring their love on you, but if you don't think you deserve it, or you yeah, if you don't think you deserve it, or you think that it's not real, it's not possible, if you don't love yourself, then you won't see that love coming towards you. It's like not even there, um, in your reality, because you can't see how it could possibly. And so when we shift our thoughts, when we see our own self-worth, and I don't really feel like this is a self-worth concern, but this is just what comes up in my mind, um, as an example, okay. It feels like a shift in thoughts, though, or in what you how you would define something, a belief of some kind. It's like shifting. And with that shift, now you're seeing things that you didn't see before. I hope that makes sense to you, because that's how it feels. Okay. We also get this dreams card here, and this is like allowing yourself to dream, allowing yourself to consider the possibilities. Capricorn got a similar message, like, uh, so you might be dealing with a Capricorn, but open your mind to the possibilities, allow yourself to dream, and acknowledge that dreams have power. Dreams have dreams have power, and when you call them forward, you give them more power. Okay, so if there's something that you didn't think was possible in your life, and like through this evolution and through this exploration of feelings, like you're seeing it as a possibility, it's saying call that forward, because you can create that in your reality. Okay, let's see here, what else do we have for Taurus in regards to love within the next 3 months? Always follow your heart unless it's been broken. Then you must lead it back into love, the universe. P.S. Did you know that hearts are never too big to mend, too small to rebound, or too tired to love again? Always follow your heart unless it's been broken, which is indicating that, again, take this how it resonates, but I feel like the message here is that you're not seeing something. You're not seeing a possibility, because your heart, pain from the past, like a broken heart from the past, is like blocking you from seeing the possibility. That's how it's coming out. But look, there's love in this. I mean, that's really one of the best cards you could get in this particular spread, um gosh, there's so much hope with that card, that love energy. It also, I mean, well, yeah, let's go ahead and see what else we get here. It feels like that with the exploration of your emotions, and that's really like going within, that things that evolve card there, and things are going to shift for you. I feel like it's a perspective. um, and I actually had this message for myself personally, the last couple of months, and it was really hard for me to accept. Like, what do you mean I'm just going to see it different? I'm just going to see it different, and then it'll look brighter, but and so it might be frustrating to get that message, is what I mean to say, but in the end, it's positive, and it's for your, it's for you. I mean, this is going to make you, this is going to move you further down your path. This is going to elevate your energy. It's going to elevate um, your spirit, Let's see here. Can we get 2 more cards for Taurus in regards to love? What can they expect within the next 3 months? Taurus, please. Before this odyssey ever began, there was you, your best friends, and wide-eyed curiosity among you about who would be the first to leave, the first to forget, the first to kiss, the first to tell, the first to fall, the first to get back up, and the first to remember that it all began with a dare to love in spite of it all. And this message ties in really with this one in my mind, like to love in spite of it all. And you sometimes when your heart's been broken, you need to guide it back. You need to help it. And this is actually really about your mind and not your heart, because your heart knows. Your heart always knows. You can trust your heart always. It knows what it wants, but sometimes it's afraid to leap. Sometimes it's afraid to take that dive because of the pain that it's had in the past. But your heart already knows. You know what you want. You do. It knows what you want. Your dreams know what you want. It all knows. You know. Okay, but possibly there's fear that's stopping you from moving towards what it is that you want. Hopefully, though, it looks like there's a lot of self-reflection going on for you in the next 3 months, and with that self-reflection, you'll realize the possibilities that exist for you. I mean, anything is possible for you. Really, I believe that we have the power to create whatever we want. And with the right mindset, the right positivity, and like you can make it. You can make it happen. Okay, let's see here. In all tests of character, when two viewpoints are pitted against each other, in the final analysis, the thing that will strike you the most is not who was right or wrong, strong or weak, wise or foolish, but who went to the greater length in considering the other's perspective. That's interesting, because we were talking about shifting viewpoints, right? How I was saying that it seemed more like this was a belief or a thought or something that was changing. Why do I keep pointing to this new beginning? Yeah, like it's opening doors for you, okay? And then here we get, gosh, it's not about who was right or wrong, strong or weak, wise or foolish. Like, and that foolish word, like, really stands out to me. Like, um, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to be a fool. Okay. Who is it that went to the greater length to consider that possibility is how this is coming out for me. Like, and maybe it's more specific for you, because this could be very specific, and it's saying basically don't shut down somebody else because you think they're stupid or you think they're wrong or whatever. Really try to understand it from their perspective. Try to get it. Okay. But this really feels like self-related. Okay. And it feels, and maybe there is an idea that's been introduced to you and you think that idea is silly, but as you reflect and as you think think on your own, spend that time in your own mind and in your own space, then you will hear this come back up, and reconsider it possibly. But yeah, well, I mean, it really is super positive. All of this is super positive, but like, as a viewer of tarot readings, like I could imagine getting this reading and being frustrated. Like, why can't you just tell me that everything's going to be perfect and I don't need to adjust my thoughts and I don't need to change anything? It's just all going to come out sunshine and rainbows. You know what I'm saying? I could see being frustrated with this, but don't do that to yourself. Don't block yourself in that way. Okay. Let's see what else we get here for you. Can we get 3 more cards for Taurus in regards to love and what they may expect? Primrose. Youthful love. If I had a single flower for every time I think of you, I could walk forever in my garden. Claudia, Adrian, Grande. That's who the quote is from. Youthful love. And that youthful love, and look, we got that love card there too. And youthful love may be referring to love from your past, from when you were young. But when you think about youthful love, like, it's so easy, isn't it? It's so light, because it's before we had all of this, what's the word? Well, I mean experience, but not. It's outside influence, okay, that we build up over time. When we first are introduced to love, when we're first stepping into it, I mean, as a young person, it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful and hopeful and gorgeous and just like, it's so magical. It's the best, okay? And as we age, like we sh- it shifts, and to a degree it's still that youthful love, It's still that magic and that beauty. Um gosh, I could see people listening to me talk right now and be like, this is ridiculous, and I'm out, okay? But don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself, because that's real. It's real. And that kind of beauty, I mean, that kind of love. And anyway, so it seems like that's something that's being reintroduced to you here, that kind of youthful love. And I don't feel like this is necessarily someone from your past, from when you were younger. I don't think that's what this is saying. I think this is just, um, well, yeah, your heart kind of seeing that possibility, seeing that love can be that way, because it doesn't have to be, I don't know. We, we look at love as, there are just many ways that we twist it with age, and hopefully we come back around to it again, as we age. We come back around to love is just beautiful, and it's just something that you share and you express, and there's a magic to it, okay? But in the middle there's definitely some misconceptions, we shift it. I'm trying to think of an example, and I can think of an example, but it's so specific. And so it's not necessarily you, okay? But I can think of the example of, sometimes what we decide is that you can have love with anybody, and you can love anybody. I do believe that. But that magical love, like that connection, you can't have that with just anybody. You have that with specific people. And some of us, we make that commitment to people, like commit to love somebody and to spend our lives with that somebody. And it's not somebody that we have that connection with. And so we tell ourselves, this is love. Me deciding, me making this decision, me making this commitment, me choosing to love this person in spite of everything, like, that's love. And to a degree, that is true. But that connection, that spark, that's real. That's real. And you can find that with somebody. And I don't know, it feels like maybe I'm just rambling. But I feel like that's the message that's coming across with this youthful love card. Can we get two more for Taurus in regards to love? Gladiola, strength of character and moral integrity. Character cannot be developed in ease and quiet. Only through experiences of trial and suffering can the soul be strengthened, vision cleared, ambition inspired, and success achieved. Helen Keller. And I strength of character, okay? Really, it feels like that's strength of character talks about knowing who you are, and being able to, and being strong in that way. and moral integrity. The thing is, Capricorn got this exact same card, actually in this exact same position, but it had a different message for me. It had a very clear message of strength of character. And that's not coming across here. I don't feel like that is what this is in regards to, but maybe it is. I want to read the message in the book, so give me just a second here. Can we get one more card for Taurus in regards to love? The bellflower. Gratitude. Gratitude makes sense of our past, brings peace for today, and creates a vision for tomorrow. Yes. So when we look at past hurts, when we look at them and see how that experience brought us to now, like how that happening made us see the world in a certain way, how it made us understand something, it taught us a lesson. When we see that and we're grateful for that, okay, right, it brings that peace. It brings that peace to us. That gratitude, being grateful for the past, like being grateful. It's like, this is like the judgment card in tarot. It's a very like, whatever happened, it happened. It's in the past, and I accept that it's in the past, and I accept my responsibility in it. I accept my role in it. I accept the pain I felt. I know that that was real, and I acknowledge that. But if you hold on to that and you drag it into the now, if you drag it into now, then you apply that pain to what you're experiencing right now. I don't know how to explain it very clearer than that. It makes sense to me, but I can understand how it might not make sense to others. But like, you carry that pain, and you it's not in force, but you put that on this new connection. Okay, so like, I don't mean like that you're in a new connection. I just mean like, whatever pain you have from the past, if you bring that forward to this connection, then it becomes a part of this connection. That pain becomes a part of this connection. And that means that pain can affect it. So what might have been really beautiful, what might have been really exceptional, is now being weighed down by this past, and you're making it less than what it could be, because you pull it down with fears and with pain from the past. Anyway, if you can accept gratitude, if you can feel gratitude for past experiences, then that releases that negative emotion, that negative energy, that fear, whatever that you have tied to it, which allows you to move forward in a more peaceful way, and like in a more open and loving way, because you're not holding yourself back because of that experience. I'm going to pause the video so I can read this real quick. Okay, so it really highlights the moral integrity. And the reason why I have a problem with that is because what is morally right, it's different for everybody. And like, what somebody else thinks is morally right isn't necessarily what is morally right for you. And you have to really listen to, yourself. And maybe that's part of what's shifting, like with this, that I really feel like there's a shift in thought, or there's a shift in belief happening for you here within the next 3 months. And maybe that's part of what's shifting, what you think, what you believe is morally right for you, or something along those lines. Maybe not. Okay, I'm not saying that that's necessarily definitely it. There could be many things that are shifting. But yeah, this card says here that if you do what you believe is right, okay, it's not always the easiest thing to do. It's not always the easiest path to take, okay? But if you do it, that will bring you greater satisfaction in the future. Following that path for yourself, it's an upward path. It's it takes you forward and up is what it does. Okay. And I'm not sure exactly how that will resonate for you, but that is the message. Let's get tarot cards. We'll get advice from tarot. Okay. Can we get advice for Taurus here, please, in regards to love, in regards to romance in the next 3 months. Can I please get advice for Taurus? I mean, all of it has felt like advice, hasn't it? In a way. Well, maybe not advice. There have been pieces of advice in it, though. Can we get advice for Taurus, please? 8 of Cups. That's okay. So this is saying let go of things that are no longer serving you. Okay. We invest ourselves in things and they don't always work out. Or we've invested a lot into something. That is what the 8 of Cups often refers to. Something that we've really, many things possibly, that we've really poured ourselves into. And those things, they don't feed us anymore. They don't inspire us. They don't lift our hearts and lift our spirits. And they're just, yeah. And so this card, either way, it's asking you to walk away from something. Okay. We get the 8 of Wands. That's another 8 there. But the 8 of Wands is about communication. It's advising you to move forward with communication. Like possibly there's something you want to say that you haven't said, or possibly there will be something come up that you want to say to someone. And this is like an encouragement to communicate. That's what this card is about, communication and forward movement. So you're being called to communicate something, to share that thought. Maybe it's your truth, possibly, We also get the Queen of Swords. And this is air energy. So you might be dealing with an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, but I don't necessarily think that's what this is, because we're asking for advice here. And as advice, the Queen of Swords has boundaries. That's what she does. She enforces boundaries for herself. Yeah, that's what it says. It's saying, it's not saying close the door. It's saying don't close the door. Okay? Don't like shut it all down, but enforce boundaries for yourself. You deserve what you deserve to have whatever it is that you want, really. And you guide yourself down that path. You direct yourself down that path. And part of keeping yourself on that path is having those boundaries, being able to tell people no, being able to put your highest good above other people's highest good. Okay, because ultimately you need to help you need to help yourself, and that might not be easy to do. That comes out with this strength of character and moral integrity card too. I mean, it might not be easy to do, but you need to do what's right for you. And so enforce those boundaries. Okay. Anyway, Taurus, that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonated for you and brought you some clarity on your situation in regards to love. And I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I'd love to hear about it. If you wouldn't mind liking the video or posting a comment below if you feel comfortable. But yeah, thank you so much, truly, for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I wish you good luck with this. Good luck with everything. And I hope I see you again next week. Bye.